Eurodesk is a specialized youth information service. To better grasp the environment in which it operates, let's look back in the history of youth information in Europe.
Youth work has always existed. However, the concept really emerged when young people were recognized as a distinct group with their own needs and views. Youth information work appeared at a later stage. The first youth movements appeared in the context of the Industrial Revolution in the middle of the 18th and 19th centuries. In 1844, a youth organization called Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA, was created to offer low-cost housing and spiritual and emotional support to young men who had left their homes. During the years, emblematic youth educational movements appeared. For instance, the Scout movement was created in 1907. Youth work has always played a social and educational role, with sometimes a risk of political or religious or moral instrumentalization. This was particularly the case in the 30s, when youth work was used to support patriotic and fascist movements in Europe. In the 1950s, youth clubs and youth centers were born in Finland, England, and Belgium. For the first time, fully paid youth workers appeared. Specialized youth information services emerged just after, in the late 50s and early 60s, in England, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Finland. They were set as private initiatives, except for France, in which the state established a generalist youth information service, CIDJ, as a private association in 1969. In most cases, the newly established centers were supported by local authorities.
During the 70s and 80s, youth information spread all over Europe as an integrated part of youth work. This was linked to developments in the social, cultural, and political sphere. In 1986, the first European Conference of Ministers in charge of youth met in Strasbourg, France, on the participation of young people in society. The direct outcome of this conference was the creation of the European Information and Counseling Agency, ERICA, in order to respond to the growing need for exchange and cooperation in the youth information field.
At the beginning of the 90s, two new networks emerged: the Specialized Youth Information Service, called Eurodesk in 1990, and the European Youth Card Association, EICA, in 1991. In 1993, ERICA adopted the first version of the European Youth Information Charter, which described the sector's underlying values, principles, and working guidelines. In 2018, a new version of the Charter was adopted, taking into account societal changes such as the digital transformation.
In 2022, thanks to the efforts of Eurodesk and ERICA and their partners, the Youth Information Worker occupation was inscribed for the first time in the European Skills, Occupations, Qualifications and Competences multilingual platform called ESCO. The same year, Eurodesk and ERICA adopted the first ever European competence framework for the youth information worker, giving further clarity and recognition to the occupation.